In this Clash of Clans video, we will be revealing the brand new hero skin for the June Season Pass. I'm also going to be sharing with you my plans to do giveaways this month to help some of you get the Gold Pass. And also, at the end of the video, I want to put some live action from last weekend's ESL play, just to show you guys how good Clash of Clans esports is right now. If you do want to catch any of the live wars, you can follow me on Twitch and Facebook, where I do live streams. Links to both of them platforms are in the description, but let's go ahead and get into showcasing that brand new hero skin. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am your host, Judo Sloth. We are back on the developer build. What a privilege to be able to show you guys the new hero skin. Now, as I mentioned, I will be doing giveaways this month. This is something that is always requested. I haven't done it up until this point because honestly, I just didn't know the best way to do it. However, I will be doing giveaways this month. I'll tell you once we've shown the hero skin, and you can use code JUDO in order to help fund the giveaways and support me. You could actually put it in game now and it will still be active when the Gold Pass is released, because remember, the code is active for 7 days. However, we have the Clockwork King, we have the Clockwork Warden, we're getting another Clockwork skin. Who's it going to be for? It is the Archer Queen, my friends, which means my Royal Champion still doesn't have a skin. Oh, she just looks so bare, and she needs a skin in my opinion. I totally get it. I really do. Not as many people have the Royal Champion, but I just need one skin. Just one skin. We can't argue though, guys, because the Clockwork Queen, in my opinion, is the best Clockwork skin. Very much like the King in terms of that wind-up retro toy style. But I think she looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and select the Clockwork Queen. There she is, looking up, shooting her bow and arrow into the sky. That was pretty cool. Royal Champion, just look at that Royal Champion. She is jealous. The Royal Champion was locked and ready to start firing, friendly firing at the Archer Queen. If you are new here, guys, be sure to subscribe. We do educational but entertaining Clash of Clans content. Let's take this Archer Queen into battle to see what she is like when she is attacking, and then I will tell you guys about the giveaways. So I've thrown up a friendly challenge on the developer build. I've also turned up the game volume so you can hear the Archer Queen. There we are, my friends. She is deployed and onto the battlefield. Nothing too special so far. Kind of similar to the Clockwork King. She is the queen version of the Clockwork King. She moved pretty quick there. Look as she just scurries across the floor with that one wheel. Does she move faster? Is that just me? It looks like she moves pretty quick. See the ability. Again, very similar. Very basic, similar to the King. I've got to be honest, I really like the animations to the hero skins. I like when things are just a little bit different, and that's one of my favorite parts of the skins, is their animations. Let's see when she goes down. She's going to activate this town hall, and then she will go down. Oh my word! It looks like she has completely snapped her neck. That is pretty crazy. It looks like she's resting on the Barbarian King's shoulders. However, guys, I want to go ahead and tell you what I have planned for giveaways. Let me know what you think of the Archer Queen skin down in the comments. It's not my favorite. I think the Archer Queen has a bunch of brilliant skins, but I like it. On to the giveaways then. If you want to support me, you can use code JUDO in game. Basically, Supercell shares 5% of their revenue with your favorite creator, whoever you enter, and that can help to support me on the giveaways and the channel in general. And this is for any purchases, not just the Gold Pass, for the packs that you might buy or gems, but it only lasts 7 days. So basically, if you are going to purchase something in game, just have a check that you have a creator code in. But what about the Gold Pass giveaways? Well, I will be using the code JUDO in order to help support this, but just understand that I can't give away a Gold Pass per se. When a lot of people ask for that, I can't get the Gold Pass on your account. And how I plan to do this is gift cards. So basically, I will have gift cards for Android, Apple, for the equivalent of $5, and they will probably flash up on my videos. I might do some over social media, so check my social media channels down below, and that's how I plan to do this. Flash up the codes on the different areas so that it helps some of you guys in order to get the gold pass that you might not have been able to get it otherwise, and we're all kind of helping each other in order to do that. So that's how I plan to do it in terms of keeping it simple and keeping it fair. But it will ultimately kind of be first come first serve, which is pretty cool. The gift cards, though, I will have numerous of them. I'll have them flashing up on different areas. That's how I plan to do it. It's not finalized per se, I might change things, but just sharing with you my thoughts on how I could help facilitate with the giveaways. So let's go ahead though and get into the live action from Space Station Gaming. If you haven't watched much esports, I'd highly recommend watching the next few attacks, highlights from their match versus Resistance, and this was the qualifier to try and get into the World Championship qualifiers. I had another brilliant matchup from actually the round after this. If you want to watch it, I'll link it at the end, but I've got a couple of epic attacks. Let's just get into them. James of Space Station looking to pounce with the Yeti into bats. Starting off with a Grand Warden walk. I did a video on YouTube recently showcasing the Grand Warden, positives, negatives, everything you need to know about this strategy. I'd highly recommend checking it out. And James is getting off to a good start with this. Looks like the focus will be more setting up the funnel here for him, but the thing I like about this is that the two scatter shots are together and he should be able to get easy access into them. Super Wall Breakers will allow him to quickly take down both scatter shots, and that means he will be able to just get them out of the way, and that's always what you want to try and do. The less damage and the less time they have to do work on the Yetis, the better you will be. So the funnel is set from the Grand Warden, nicely uses the Yetis to pull across, and the Super Wall Breaker comes in, gets that wall opened up. You don't have to worry about test wall breakers, anything like that. We will see a rage spell in a second to power this area very quickly. There it is. The Super Wall Breaker opens the corner of the wall. That's not ideal because we might lose a couple of troops here. Fortunately, they do go in, and the Yeti might get the scatter shot. Beautiful use of that battle blimp as well by James to combine with the Grand Warden's ability as it comes to the Town Hall, and as long as that Town Hall goes down, we will then look good for the bats. Uses a rage spell there. Was there sneaky goblins? There was. Very nice use of that to get the Town Hall. Yetis then able to get the defenses around it, but stalling a little bit up to the north of the base. Ideally, we need the Eagle Artillery. Now, James did miss a Wizard Tower, which he wanted the bats to get. Free freeze spells means he can freeze it, but we've got a lot of splash here. It's not ideal. Freezes the Wizard Tower. He needs the bats to get onto this and fast. He might need to commit. Doesn't have to commit another freeze spell, so that is nice. Perfect timing on the next Wizard Tower. It was literally in motion to go for the bats. Precision spell placement by James. It is looking good as the Queen takes the next Wizard Tower, but can he get to the singles? We've got lots of bats. Perfect freeze on the Wizard Tower again. It was just about to hit. Talk about precision from Space Station Gaming. All of the defenses down. Does he have enough time? The bats are swarming the base. We've got the Queen's ability. We do have sneaky goblins left over. It looks good, but with the King still alive, it might be tricky. 20 seconds. Space Station ahead in terms of percentage. If we can get the stars on the board, though, that is ultimately what they want. 98. 8 seconds remain. Bats go for the King. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, it's going to be heartbreak, and it's not. Oh my word. A millisecond. How close? Here we have Kevin of Space Station. He's using the hybrid, a very popular strategy to try and take down Nico of resistance. Nico getting that 90%. Unfortunately for Kevin, he will indeed lose a healer early on here. Not the start space station wanted, but not the end of the world. He can easily fix this, Kevin. You've got to say that the Archer Tower locked onto the baby dragon is not ideal either. Could have waited until that was locked onto the Queen, and the baby dragon does indeed end up going down. How costly will that be? Two little things that have already happened. Now, Kevin does manage to take down a black bomb with one balloon, which is good to protect one of the other healers, and he's got good pathing into the town hall there. The Barbarian King's ability a little bit late though. Is the Queen walking here, or will she go in? She should go in. Yes, she does. Good job to the Archer Queen. Nice rage spell to power that balloon forward. Make sure that we get the town hall, but she turns onto the lava hound. Now, it's not the end of the world because the healers, notice, are just out of range of the town hall, so he doesn't have to waste a freeze. Gets the hybrid in early, though. He knows this Queen is set with the town hall. There's not a lot of damage. She can take that, so he can start the hybrid so as not to time fail, but keep the Queen protected as well. He does lose some miners to the outside of the base early on because the hybrid might have came in just that little bit early. Rage in combination with the Grand Warden's ability. Nice adaptation there to make sure they got through the giant bomb. If you can rage and use the Grand Warden's ability, it really does end up being a good combination. When they are invincible, they can use that rage to their advantage, but this is where Kevin is struggling. Miners stuck on the outside. They will not go for the single target inferno because of the 2-tile gap. That is exactly why the base is set up in this manner. Can he get fortunate? Have some Hog Riders and miners get into that? The skeleton trap does him a favor and pulls the miners on the inside, takes it down, but in combination with the giant bomb and the scatter shot, he takes a lot of damage. Can he still get this? The Royal Champion's ability was nicely used. Gets damage. Scatter shot will go down. Queen has the healers. 40 seconds and troops in the bag. This could be the 3-star that space station need by Kevin. And now they are starting this war with a huge lead. The confidence in their favor. Percentage, stars, it is all in space station's advantage at this point. Here we go. We have Agent for Space Station Gaming, and we have Starvey for Resistance. Remember that in order for Resistance to win, they need to get a 3-star, and they need Space Station to get a... well, it would have to be a 1-star, because all Space Station need is 50%. So as long as they got the 2-star and 50%, it would be in the bag for them because they're that far ahead on percentage. Starvey coming in with the dragon, starting a queen walk to the bottom, struggling through the witch though in the clan castle, but she does move inside the poison, so that will speed things up. Agent is using his yetis, struggling to pull the Grand Warden initially, but thankfully he turns around and comes for them. Should get straight access to the town hall here, so that 2-star is looking good for Agent. And obviously, we know the talent of this player. Agent, one of the best in the game, and he is going to be going for the 3 stars, no doubt. Gets huge amount of bowlers into the center. Perfect Grand Warden's ability through the town hall, but they're froze on the ice golem, so actually he might take a bit of damage here, and he does get through, closing in on the 2-star, so this will be the win for Space Station Gaming. Resistance doing what they can. Look at the damage of the bowlers. They can just walk straight through the alleyway in the center, taking out all of the buildings. Are Space Station going to put this out of the question, irrespective of the attack by Starvey? Now you've got to question the queen walk in itself. 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining and no deployment of the dragons. Starvey has got to start with his other troops here, otherwise he will time fail. Agent 33, however, looks good. He's powered through the base incredibly fast, and I think with a minute left, Space Station might be celebrating in style with a 3-star attack. Looking very good for Agent. Starvey now gets the dragons coming through. Doesn't have perfect funneling over to this top side, but has to send the battle blimp into the center. Does get good value with the Grand Warden's ability through the dragon and through the battle blimp. Balloons get to that town hall, so he gets the 2-star, but it's very far away from the 3. It's not going to matter at all, because you guys can go crazy as Space Station will close out with a 3-star attack. Check it out, guys. Agent of Space Station Gaming gets the 3 stars either way, whilst Starvey struggling through the back end of this base. 17 seconds, a single still alive, and it's not meant to be for Resistance. Remember, Resistance have already qualified into the June qualifiers. This ESL Play Open qualifiers is for the July qualifiers, so Resistance still have their chance. However, today is Space Station's day as they progress forward in this tournament in the ESL Play, and they will be indeed going up against either the North Watch or Team Queso, which is Team Queso's second team